As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Tennessee Volunteers taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will boot away to start the game. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And the ball's in the hurry-up. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Man, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission #1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He's back to throw on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures, but when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Texas Longhorns offense. For the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw, using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the Longhorns have a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Going up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Hatchett. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Texas! What a catch and run for 6. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Keller. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Volunteers! And what once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. A fair catch called for and made. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On second down, looking to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they're able to make the tackle.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Bringing it back. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got the back over the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Here comes the hurry-up. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Fires complete on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Goes to the option. Now the toss.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the big one. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your...
And they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll try to feel the butt and see if he can give his offense better field position. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you come out, when the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence. Everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Grab near the sticks. Attach it. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. It's complete to the left. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Fights off a defender. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Going over the top. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Texas. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Catch in the middle, it's Hatchett. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down.
Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He finds his man. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football. After
the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Vols will call on their punt team. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense set on 1st down. Wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now
picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the win.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it fly on the move. Touchdown Vols! What a grab and go for the score. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff...
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Using the quick game.
First down, Texas.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion from the offense. They'll ride Davis here. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
He's looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the...
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
Off he goes! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Keeps looking downfield. Where did he find a hole in that secondary? And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Longhorns are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Trying to get to it. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. The throw. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. Third down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, picking up the first.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense working from the pistol.
Black 24. Black 24.
He'll start this drive firing. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder in the analytics world and all that stuff that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller and certainly through the quarterback that you're going to have time to throw.
The offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Now improvising. Zings it complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on second down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's looking for an open man on second down. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splat.